Buenos dias, damas y caballeros. In my long years working as an investigative reporter of the Philippine Daily Inquirer, covering mostly the House of Representatives, the Senate, and Malacanang, I have never seen a congressman as thick-faced or parang hindi talaga tinatablan ng hiya tulad ni Congressman Paulo Marcoleta na anak ni Senator Rodante Marcoleta. Even in my years working as a public relations executive, as president and CEO of Dean and King's Communication, wala pa rin ako nakilala na politiko na talagang kapal-kapal talaga ng mukha, na kung saan nakikita naman natin almost every hearing. Hindi lang pinapagalitan siya ni Jinky Luistro na chairperson ng Justice Committee, pati lahat na ng mga kasamahan niya pinagtatawanan siya sa likod, ganun, iniinsulto siya, nilalagay siya sa intro speech 2 beses ni Jinky Luistro, 3 beses kahit yung last session ng preparatory hearing ng Justice Committee sa impeachment ni Sara Duterte, nabanggit pa rin ni Jinky Luistro yung premonition ni Marcoleta. Pero so every hearing may comic relief. Every hearing nabubugbog siya, na insulto siya, nalelekturan siya. Pero sige pa rin, go pa rin. Go pa rin. Siguro nilalatigo ito ng tatay niya kung hindi niya ginagawa yan. Kumbaga, kwan pa rin, sugot ng sugot lang, kahit mapahiya, mapagalitan, malekturan. Kaya kahapon parang napuno na rin si Jinky Luistro dahil tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang pag-epal ni Paulo Marcoleta sa hearing at dinudurog niya, sinisiraan niya ang kredibilidad nitong si Ramil Madriaga na sinabi niya nakakulong, kriminal. Kay Leila de Lima, ganun rin naman ang ginawa nila. Lahat ng mga kriminal na nasa National Bilibid Prisons, yun ang pinarada nila doon sa Senado pa. Diyan rin sa Senado kung saan nagsimula yung hearing kay Leila de Lima hanggang napunta na sa kaso ang mga sila Colayco na mga drug lords ang witnesses. So ngayon naman na sa tingin nila ganyan rin ginagawa kay Sara Duterte, yun sinisiraan ni Marcoleta. Pero sabi ni Jinky Luistro, wag mong gawin yan kasi yan sa trial stage na yan. Tayo dito preliminary investigation lang, clarificatory hearing lang ginagawa natin. We don't judge the character. That is for the Senate judges. That task is left to the senator judges to accomplish. Sila ang magja-judge. Kay Madriaga, tayo inaalam lang natin ang mga detalye sa nilagay ni Madriaga sa supplemental affidavit niya. Huwag ka pumunta sa punto na piniprejudge mo na si Madriaga. Pwede pa nga natin sabihin, ganun siguro ang ginagawa ni Paulo Marcoleta para yun ang gagawin dahilan para ma-TRO ng Supreme Court ang Kongreso. Sinasabi na kuwan na kayo, pumapasok na kayo sa trabaho ng Senado, and that is to judge Madriaga, to judge Sara. So mga kwan, ang haba-haba ng discussion at lahat pumasok na si Leila de Lima, si Joel Chua, si Congressman Tino at marami pang iba na sinabi na mali yung ginagawa ni Paulo Marcoleta, hanggang napunuan na rin si Jinky Luistro sa isang punto. Sabi niya, klaro naman dito, sabi niya, pinigil ko nga yung iba na magtanong ng probing question. Yung, di ba inakusahan sila na gumagawa ng fishing expedition? Kaya binabara ni Jinky yung mga ibang congressmen, mga 20 na ata na binara niya yung tanong na parang lumalampas na doon sa clarificatory question lang. Napupunta na yung pagbubuklat, judgment, ganun, na dapat gawin lang man sa Senado, sa trial proper. Kaya sabi niya, tuloy-tuloy mo pa rin ginagawa yan, hindi mo ba naintindihan yung binabasa mo? Yun! Ha? Kumbaga nabisto na, binisto na niya yung paggamit ng kodigo. Kodigo galing sa tatay niya. Typewritten pa nga eh. Meron ka ba nakita nagsasalita si Marcoleta na hindi binabasa? Typewritten pa. Siguro isang buwan nila prinaktisan yun, pati yung tatay niya, pati yung staff nila. Pero giniba lang ni Jinky Luistro sa pagsabi. Sinabi ko na, ilang beses ko na sinabi, wag mo sirain yung kredibilidad ng witness. Hindi yan ginagawa sa level natin. Wag mo i-judge yung kredibilidad ng witness. Unless binabasa-basa mo lang yan, dahil inutusan ka magbasa niyan, ihayag yan dito sa hearing, pero hindi mo naintindihan yan. Kasi pwede kumambyo na siya eh. Sinabihan na siya na wag ka na pumunta sa ganyan direksyon ng pagtatanong, basa ng basa pa rin niya. So ibig sabihin hindi niya naintindihan yung binabasa niya. Ang alam lang niya, inutusan siya ng tatay niya para magbasa, para siraan si Madriaga. So yun ang ginagawa niya, kahit sinabi mali na siya. So panoorin niyo to, panoorin niyo to. Kung ordinaryong tao ito na medyo marunong maghiya, kwan na ito, tumigil na siya, pero siya hindi. Siguro baka pag uwi, ibabartolina ito, tatay. Kaya sa takot, sige na lang, basa na lang ako taya, basa ko taya, tulad ng pre-practice natin. Typewritten pa, tingnan nyo.
Affidavit here.
In other words, you stand corrected
No, Madam Chair.
when you made mention about a handwritten.
Sorry about the handwritten term.
Alright.
Yeah, let me just point out
Ang
that
daming pagkakamali, nag-apologize na nga siya. So ibig sabihin, hindi talaga niya naintindihan. Basta basa lang siya. Hindi niya talaga naintindihan yung binabasa niya. Kawawa naman.
Honorable Tino.
hindi po eksakto at hindi pareho ang nilalaman
That's correct.
nung supplemental at saka nung sinasabi niyang handwritten. Kaya
Opo.
hindi po pwedeng sabihin lang ni Representative Marcoleta, well, I'm actually referring to
Okay,
the
so please make
supplemental.
sure that your manifestation
Opo.
is contained or part of the computerized two
Yes, ma'am.
affidavits of the resource person.
Opo.
You may continue.
The whole content of my manifestation refers to the supplemental affidavit.
That is a correction to what you have said earlier.
Yes, ma'am.
Please continue.
May binasa kasi siya na affidavit na hindi naman yun ang nasubmit ni Madriaga. So kumbaga nalilito na siya kung alin ba talaga, kaya binara siya ni Tino. Na sinabi hindi naman niya na-discuss na, hindi naman niya na sinubmit ni Kwan. So kumbaga nung nag-practice sila ng tatay niya, yung binigay sa kanya ng kodigo, hindi pa nila nakita yung bagong supplemental affidavit kasi naipresenta yan ni Tino doon na lang sa hearing eh. So kumbaga siguro isang linggo na nila pinapraktisan yan o isang buwan na. Nung nagbago na yung affidavit, nabulabog na yung pa rin lumang affidavit ang binasa ni Marcoleta, ni Paulo. Kakahiya talaga, bistado talaga yung kodigo. Hindi pwede magsalita kung walang kodigo.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable Joboy Aquino and then Honorable Abante.
Madam Chair, can we limit
Yes,
So-
we are actually limited to 5 minutes per justice member. And I think you are on your 4
Ma'am.
minutes already.
Yes, ma'am.
So, with your indulgence, Honorable Marcoleta, please wind up on your
Yes, ma'am.
manifestation. You have 1 minute to wind
Yes.
up.
Madam Chairman, the weight of the claim must be matched by the weight of the evidence. As it stands, there is a vast and troubling gap between the two. Lastly, the timing and circumstances of this testimony raise serious questions of motive. Madam Chair, I also wish to place on record my serious concern about the timing and context of this testimony. The document is dated April 11, 2024, if I'm not mistaken, ma'am. It might be corrected on the exact date. April
Comsec,
11.
can you please confirm it if the date is April 11, 2026?
Of the supplemental affidavit.
The date of the supplemental affidavit.
May I confirm the exact date?
Kindly confirm the date. Okay, it's confirmed April 11, 2026. April 11 ba?
Okay.
Okay. Please continue, Honorable Marcoleta.
Okay, ma'am. Winding up. Let me skip that part, ma'am.
Okay,
Kasi
skip.
Madam Chair.
akala ko this is 2024. Anyway,
Madam Chair,
Let us allow him to finish. After all, he has 1 minute left. 30
But-
seconds na nga lang.
this is very critical in the statement made by Representative Marcoleta because he said April 11, 2024. And if we can go back to the records and confirm that is what...
Yes, that's
what
why I
was-
said it's April 11, 2026.
kaya
I
nga po
corrected,
kinukonfirm
Honorable
ko,
Marcoleta.
Representative Sandaya, that's why I'm verifying the actual date of the supplemental affidavit.
So for
Are you holding a copy?
Opo.
What is the date written in your copy?
It's rather, the reproduction is rather unclear, madam.
No, it's the date of signing and the date of jurat. It's April 11, 2026.
Mali na naman ang
Taguig
kodigo.
City. Where did you get your 2024?
Dito po kasi tinignan ko sa taas eh. In witness whereof, I am here unto set my
It's
hand.
2026.
Opo. Parang
The
na...
date of signing.
Opo. Anyway,
Madam Chair, this page is on page 24. So I hope that the good gentleman would look closely at the document.
yes, I am actually
Thank you, Madam Chair.
skipping that.
Kindly wind up,
okay.
Honorable Marcoleta.
Okay. Specifically, I respectfully urge the committee through a manifestation to require the following before receiving this written testimony into record and giving it any substantial evidentiary weight. Number one, disclosure of whether the witness has been offered promise or expecting any form of...
It was answered already by Ramil Madriaga during the clarificatory hearing.
Yes, ma'am. Number two, identification of at least one independent, documentary, or corroborating piece of evidence that supports any single material
It will be the exclusive
in this written
judgment
testimony.
of the justice members in the determination of probable cause.
Number three, ma'am, clarification of how the witness, a man detained since July 2023, came to have knowledge of and access to the specific details he describes and how those details can be independently
That
verified.
will be a probing question already. It should happen in the trial.
It's not a question, ma'am.
But
And
that
number one.
is a statement as to what the Justice Committee should do, and it goes beyond the clarificatory hearing
Yeah.
already.
Opo.
If you were observing earlier, I've been stopping the questions of so many members to make sure that we confine this proceeding to a clarificatory hearing. So please,
Yes,
do
ma'am.
not suggest something that will go beyond
Yes, ma'am.
the intention of this
And
proceeding.
if I may take note, ma'am, the chair already called out most of the members of the committee into stating probing questions.
And you are suggesting probing actions also. The last one that you read. Unless you don't understand what you
It's a
read.
request, ma'am. It's a request. It's not
That
a
is
probing
why
question.
I am
Came to have no...
Ang dami natawa. Ang dami natawa. Unless you don't understand what you read. Kasi sinulat lang ng tatay eh. Ginawa ng tatay eh. Kumbaga ito yun. Gumagamit na ka ng kodigo, nagkakalat pa. Gumamit na ka ng kodigo na fail pa sa exam.
of and access
Grabe.
to the specific details he describes and how those details can be independently verified.
That will be a probing question already. It should happen in the trial.
It's not a question, ma'am.
But
And
that
number one.
is a statement as to what the Justice Committee should do, and it goes beyond the clarificatory hearing already.
Opo.
If you were observing earlier, I've been stopping the questions of so many members to make sure that we confine this proceeding to a clarificatory hearing. So please,
Yes,
do
ma'am.
not suggest something that will go beyond
Yes, ma'am.
the intention of this
And
proceeding.
if I may take note, ma'am, the chair already called out most of the members of the committee into stating probing questions.
And you are suggesting probing actions also. The last one that you read. Unless you don't understand what you
It's a
read.
request, ma'am. It's a request. It's not
That
a
is
probing
why
question.
I am reacting to your request because your request entails probing action already.
Opo, and if I may make this observation, ma'am, halos 20 po ang kinall out po ninyo na nagpo-probe.
Okay? Unless you don't understand what you read. So yun naman parati sinasabi natin na hindi niya naintindihan. Hindi talaga niya naintindihan yung binabasa niya. Basta binabasa na lang niya. Pero kung tanungin siya ukol dito, mabubulabog na siya kasi hindi nga niya naintindihan eh. Basta lang basa ng basa, tingnan nyo. Typewritten pa. Yung iba yan, kung for example, ako noon, nung PR ako ng mga politiko, kung ano man issue dinidiscuss ko na bagong issue, bago rin kami. Bago rin ang sagot ni Kong o ni Senator. Kung merong bagong issue, pero nilalagay lang na nilalagay lang namin sa chat o kaya sa kwan para mabasa niya. Kung ganito ang tanongin niyo, ganitong sasabihin niyo, ganon. Hindi kami gumagawa ng typewritten kasi discussion sa mga Senate hearing, sa plenary, nagbabago-bago yan eh. So you have to flow with the discussion. Ito hindi eh. Luma-luma yung mga material niya, nung nabago na, may bago ng affidavit, hindi na niya alam na kung binasa pa rin niya yung lumang affidavit, ganon. Kasi, kwan nga eh, kwan lang nga nila na practice nila, matagal-tagal na, nabago na yung sitwasyon kahapon. Kaya nabisto talaga na guided by kodigo lang siya. Ang problema, sana yung mga staff niya, binabago yung mga kwan niya. Oy, kung itong nasasabihin mo kasi iba na, may development ngayon, ganon. May supplemental affidavit, ganon. O kaya, stricto na si chairperson ng Committee on Justice, ayaw niya ma-TRO ang House, kaya binabara na niya yung mga probing question. Itong tanungin mo, siya hindi. Kung anong nasulat, pinaghandaan, pinagpraktisan, pinaprint na yung final kodigo, hindi pa rin nabago yung kodigo. So, lumalabas, hindi lang tatanga-tanga itong si Paolo Marcoleta, pati yung mga staff rin niya. O baka yung boss nila, sino bang overall boss nila. So, yan ha. So, sa akin, ito ang pinaka-biggest insulto kay Marcoleta so far. Pero wala eh. Sila kwan nga, naburido na. Sila Rufus Rodriguez at si Suntay nasunog na doon kay kwan eh. Kay, sino pa yun? Yung Australian na actress, ha? Dahil sa mga kwan niya, manyakis na Ann Curtis. Manyakis na remark niya, kumbaga napahiya na doon si Suntay, hindi na bumalik sa hearing. Pero ito sa Marcoleta, go pa rin. So iba talaga ang tatag Marcoleta. O sige, pero at least sa seriousness of the whole hearing, nabigyan naman tayo ng comic relief once again. Hindi tayo na-disappoint ni Marcoleta. Always binibigyan niya na tayo ng pagkakataon para pagtawanan ang pamilya nila. So thank you very much everyone for watching. Thank you very much for joining me in this vlog. Good morning to all and see you in my next vlog.